Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the reviews and feedback we received when pitching Cyberbully to our classmates. Above I do have a video of the pitch that we showed. It's like a slideshow presentation that we flicked through and explained and elaborated on. For now I'm just going to talk about reviews and how we will counteract like the criticism and the potential risks of filming and choosing this genre. Just to briefly go over, Cyberbully is a thriller which we'll be filming. We chose the name Cyberbully because the main character Brooke will be like subjected to cyberbullying and bribery. It will be someone she doesn't know who's calling and texting her, and yeah, we just thought it'd be a fun name to call it Cyberbully. It suits with the plot and the whole theme. So yeah, that's why we chose that name. So we wrote out questions and we handed questions back after our pitch, and we got everyone to just write down their thoughts and opinions. And one of the main, one thing that a lot of people said was that it is risky, that the genre is cliche and the characters are also cliche and unrelatable, and that it was done before loads of times, so it's not very unique. So ways that we are going to counteract this to make ours different. Brooke will be bullied via phone by someone she doesn't know, so text messages, phone calls, and that isn't really done before. There's one other film that is actually on our website under research and planning for Cyberbully, which is called Unfriended, which is the only film I've seen so far which is modern, that embodies like this whole and takes into consideration technological advances of today, and like puts that into a film where they are like bribed via Skype. Another film I know is I Know What You Did Last Summer, the all of the movies, which is quite old, which is also on my website because I think it is such a good inspiration for Cyberbully. So those are the only two films I know which use phone or other means of technology. We use different angles and like jump shots in order to make it not scary, but to build tension in our trailer. And also we will play about, or I'll play about with After Effects, where I saw like some cool ways to display a text message on the screen and different effects I can use to do that, so it wouldn't just be the camera facing to the phone screen all the time, which could get a bit boring and tedious. To prevent it from being cliche, we're actually planning to use like as little dialogue as possible. We don't plan on using much dialogue. We haven't written a script. There might be a few phrases that we would like the characters to say, but overall it would just be a distorted soundtrack of Nina Simone, Feeling Good, which I am currently manipulating on Logic Pro, and also sound effects like slamming doors, a lot of like just instrumentals building up tension. So by reducing the dialogue, it will very much reduce the whole cheesiness and cliche. Like, she won't be speaking too much, so it would just like counteract and like eliminate that problem within our trailer. The characterization, the person I've chosen for the main role of Brooke does conform to thriller movies, so that people can identify and know it's a thriller movie and relate to it. But she's not, she's a relatable character. She's not the typical blonde hair, blue eyes victim, like ditzy blonde, that is present in a lot of thrillers. She's a brunette, she's got long hair. She will be a very relatable character, and through camera angles and shots and eye level shots, we will show the audience that you can relate to her, that she is normal, that she isn't like exactly like, as I put above, Regina George. She won't like be a clone of that character. We're just using her as like a basis, as a rough idea to build upon. So that is how we'll counteract those problems. The genre was said to be a bit risky, but to be honest, I think every genre chosen is risky. It's just the way you execute it, so I'm not too worked up or worried about the genre we've chosen. I think thriller is like a really cool genre. I watch a lot of thriller movies, so I know what we can extract from other thriller movies and put into ours, and also avoid dialogue, as I said before, to avoid it being too cliche, or to avoid it being cliche at all. So that is how we will counteract that, and use means of sound, camera, mise-en-scène, like all our props and stuff, in order to portray that tension and fear instead of using dialogue. So that's how we're going to counteract and build on Cyberbully to avoid it being a bad trailer, and to hook audiences in and want them to watch it. Immersive. Our plan is to make it as immersive as possible, so that if we were actually making the real film, people would be interested in watching it. So yeah, that is all of my feedback.